So you're thinking about buying a used BMW in the United States? Good choice. Or maybe not. It all depends on what you know before signing those papers. A used BMW can be an incredible driving machine, offering luxury, performance, and engineering that puts most cars to shame. But here's the hard truth. Buying the wrong one can turn into a costly nightmare faster than you can say, check engine light. In this video, I'm going to show you the 15 most critical things you need to know before buying a used BMW in the US. We're not talking about vague advice, I mean real, insider tips that BMW owners, independent mechanics, and industry veterans know from first-hand experience. You'll learn which engines to avoid, what hidden problems to look for, how to spot red flags sellers hope you won't notice, and how to protect yourself from throwing thousands of dollars into a black hole. Whether you're looking at a 3 Series, a 5 Series, or even an X model, this guide will help you choose the right BMW, at the right time, with the right expectations. Stick with me until the end, because the final tips might literally keep you from buying a lemon and help you find a true driving gem. Know the engines and their history. One of the biggest mistakes someone can make when buying a used BMW in the US is not understanding the type of engine in the desired model. Some BMW engines are true engineering gems, durable and efficient, but others have a recurring history of failures. For example, the N20 engine, a turbocharged 4-cylinder found in models like the F30 328i between 2012 and 2015, became known for severe issues with the timing chain, tensioner, and plastic guides that can break and destroy the engine. The N63 engine, a twin-turbo V8 used in models like the 750i and X550i, suffers from chronic issues such as high oil consumption, overheating, and multiple leaks, not to mention numerous recall campaigns. Understanding these specifics allows you to avoid problematic engines and focus on the more reliable ones, like the B46 and B58, which are newer evolutions with fewer structural flaws. Researching in dedicated forums like Bimmerfest and Bimmerpost also helps you understand each engine's behavior over the years. 2. Prioritize complete maintenance history. When considering a used BMW, having access to a detailed maintenance history isn't a luxury. It's an absolute necessity. Preventive maintenance is what keeps a BMW healthy. Cars without a clear service history often indicate neglect and penny pinching where you shouldn't be cutting corners. Look for vehicles with records of regular oil changes, brake fluid replacements, cooling system inspections, and spark plug and coil replacements. Cars serviced at BMW dealerships or certified BMW shops, especially in the early years, show the owner followed proper service standards, used OEM parts, and respected technical intervals. Cars maintained privately should come with receipts. Simply claiming the work was done isn't enough. 3. Frequent oil changes show care. Although BMW claims oil change intervals can go up to 10,000 miles or more, independent experts strongly recommend changes every 5,000 miles, especially on turbo engines. That's because turbos heat the oil significantly, accelerating its degradation, which can cause sludge buildup, internal component wear, and reduce engine life. When an owner follows these shorter intervals, it's a sign they understand the car's needs. Check the type of oil used. It should meet BMW's LL01 or LL17 certification depending on the year and model. Using the wrong oil can cause premature wear in valves, turbo, and the direct injection system. 4. Investigate oil leaks carefully. BMWs are notorious for oil leaks, especially after 60,000 to 80,000 miles. Classic leak points include the valve cover gasket, the oil filter housing gasket, the oil pan gasket, and even the rear main seal. Leaks not only create a mess, but can lead to bigger problems. Oil can drip onto the alternator belt, which may then get sucked into the engine through the crank pulley. The infamous belt ingestion that can destroy the engine. Inspect the undercarriage with a flashlight and look for fresh oil spots, splashes, or dark crusty areas. If possible, take it to a mechanic to lift the car and confirm the real condition. 5. Understand the risks of the electric water pump. Unlike many brands that still use mechanical water pumps, BMW began using electric water pumps in several models starting around 2007. While efficient, they typically fail between 60,000 and 90,000 miles. The problem is they often fail suddenly, and the dashboard may take time to issue an overheating warning. This means in some cases, the engine could overheat enough to warp the cylinder head, or even seize before the driver realizes. Ask if the pump has been replaced, check for cooling system error codes, and inspect the thermostat, which usually fails alongside the pump. Replacing it preventively is expensive, $800 to $100 to $200, but much cheaper than losing the engine. 6. Be wary of performance modifications. Modified BMWs are often driven more aggressively, which significantly reduces component life. If the car has a remapped ECU, performance air filter, modified exhaust, or altered suspension, it was probably used for street racing or hard pulls. These mods can also void warranties, make inspections harder in some states, and cause unpredictable handling. Some modifications even hide issues, like removing the catalytic converter to mask fuel system faults. Avoid these traps. 7. Check the number of previous owners. A car that has had several owners in a short time might be hiding problems. The logic is simple. If the car is good, people keep it. If it's problematic, it gets sold quickly. A single-owner vehicle that was kept for several years is usually the best scenario. Also, multiple owners make the service history harder to track and verify. 8. Avoid salvage or auction cars. BMWs with a salvage, rebuilt, or auction title should be avoided unless you have full mechanical and structural knowledge of the car. Auction vehicles are usually sold as is, with no warranty. They may have suffered serious collisions, floods, or vandalism. Even if repairs were done well, the structure may be compromised. Plus, these cars lose value quickly and can be harder to insure or finance. 9. Use a BMW scanner before closing the deal. Generic OBD2 scanners don't access all BMW modules. For a real diagnosis, use a dedicated BMW scanner like the Foxwell NT530 or BMW's ISTA-D. These let you read faults in specific modules like ABS, DSC, FRM, TCU, iDrive, and even comfort modules. You might discover old error codes that were recently cleared, possibly to hide ongoing issues. 10. Test all electronic systems. BMW's electronics are advanced and expensive to maintain. A sunroof that won't open, false beeping parking sensors, a blank reverse camera, or blind spot sensors that glitch could mean burned modules or communication network failures. Make sure the audio system works. Bluetooth connects, GPS is up to date, and all electric seat functions operate. 11. Carefully evaluate the automatic transmission. BMW's automatic transmission, especially the ZF8HP, is excellent but requires care. Many owners believe in the lifetime fluid myth, which shortens the transmission's lifespan. Ask if the fluid and filter have been changed, ideally every 60,000 miles. During the test drive, accelerate gradually and feel the shifts. Any jerks, hesitation, or delay in gear change could signal worn solenoids or dirty fluid. 12. Inspect the suspension and tires. BMW's suspension is designed for both comfort and performance, which means more sophisticated and costly components. Control arms, hydraulic bushings, electronic dampers, in models with EDC, and wheel bearings wear over time. Test the car on rough roads and listen for clunks or creaks. Uneven tire wear may indicate alignment issues or suspension component wear. 13. Check the body for signs of repairs. Subtle differences in paint tone, warped reflections on the body, misaligned headlights, or bolts with tool marks all suggest collision repairs. Use a paint thickness gauge if possible. Even if the car looks good, poorly done repairs affect structure, cause noises, and compromise safety. Avoid repainted cars that don't mention the work in the history report. 14. Take the car to a BMW specialist before buying. Nothing beats a proper inspection by a BMW technician. They'll know exactly where to look for the most common problems and can run a full diagnostic with the right tools. The cost for this inspection ranges from $150 to $300, but can save you thousands in avoidable problems. 15. Trust the driving feel. Finally, the best tool to assess a BMW is you. During the test drive, pay attention to steering precision, chassis stiffness, throttle response, brake pedal firmness, and electric steering smoothness. A well-maintained BMW communicates with the driver. Any strange noise, vibration, or disconnected feeling could be the sign of an expensive problem. Buying a used BMW in the US can be one of the smartest, or most expensive, car decisions you ever make. But now, you have the tools to make that decision with confidence. If you follow these 15 tips, you won't just avoid a bad deal. You'll know how to spot a truly great car hidden in a sea of risky listings. If this video helped you, be sure to hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow and reach more people who need real straight-up advice like this. And if you're serious about buying a used car smartly, especially BMWs or other European brands, subscribe now. Because here at AutoCheck Reviews, we go way deeper than surface specs. Got questions about a specific BMW model? Drop them in the comments. I'll reply to as many as I can, and your question might even become the topic of our next video. Thanks for watching, and good luck finding the BMW that truly deserves your garage.